Named after a group of waterfalls on the River Clyde, the four-masted full-rigged ship Falls of Clyde was built by Russell and Company in Port Glasgow, Renfrewshire, Scotland. She was launched on 12th of December 1878 as the first of 9 iron-hulled four-masted ships for Wright and Breckenridge's Falls Line and built to the highest standard for general worldwide trade, Lloyd's Register A1. She is 266.1 feet long and 40 feet wide. Her depth is 23.5 feet and her tonnage is 1,807 GRT. Her maiden voyage took her to Karachi, then to British India, and her first 6 years were spent engaged in the India trade. She then became a tramp pursuing general cargo such as lumber, jute, cement, and wheat from ports in Australia, California, India, New Zealand, and the British Isles. After 21 years as a British merchant ship, Falls of Clyde was bought for $25,000 by Captain William Matson of the Matson Navigation Company, taken to Honolulu in 1899 and registered under the Hawaiian flag. When the Republic of Hawaii was annexed by the United States in 1900, it took a special act of the United States Congress to secure the foreign-built ship the right to sail as an American flag vessel. To economize on crew, Matson rigged Falls of Clyde down as a bark, replacing the 5 yards on her jiggermast with 2 more easily managed fore and aft sails. At the same time, he added a deck house, chart house, and rearranged the afterquarters to accommodate paying passengers. From 1899 to 1907, she made over 60 voyages between Hilo, Hawaii, and San Francisco, California, carrying general merchandise west, sugar east, and passengers both ways. She developed a reputation as a handy, fast, and commodious vessel, averaging 17 days each way on her voyages. In 1907, the Associated Oil Company, later Tidewater Oil, bought Falls of Clyde and converted her to a bulk oil tanker with a capacity of 19,000 barrels. 10 large steel tanks were built into her hull and a pump room, boiler, and generator fitted forward of an oil-tight bulkhead. In this configuration, she brought kerosene to Hawaii and returned it to California with molasses for cattle feed. In 1927, she was sold to the General Petroleum Company, her masts cut down and converted into a floating fuel depot in Alaska. In 1959, she was bought by William Mitchell, who towed her to Seattle, Washington, intending to sell her to a preservation group. Mitchell's plan fell through, and subsequent efforts by Carl Kortum, director of the San Francisco Maritime Museum, and Fred Klebenget, who had sailed in her as chief mate in 1915, to place her in Long Beach, California, or Los Angeles, California, were similarly disappointed. In 1963, the bank holding the mortgage on Falls of Clyde decided to sell her to be sunk as part of a breakwater at Vancouver, British Columbia. Kortum and Klebengat aroused interest in the ship in Hawaii, and within days of the scheduled scuttling, raised funds to buy the ship. At the end of October 1963, Falls of Clyde was taken under tow bound for Honolulu. Falls of Clyde was given to the Bishop Museum and opened to the public in 1968. In 1970, shipbuilder and industrialist Sir William Lithgow, the grandson of original 19th century designer William Lithgow, was engaged to assist in her restoration as a full-rigged ship. His Port Glasgow shipyard donated new steel masts and topgallants, jib, and spanker booms of Oregon pine. In 1973, the ship was entered into the National Register of Historic Places and declared a U.S. National Historic Landmark in 1989. In 1982, the ship was seriously damaged in Hurricane Iwa. By 2008, she was in poor condition. Causes of the deterioration of the ship are multiple. The ship has not been dry docked for a long time, and preventive maintenance has not been performed. The Bishop Museum has been accused of incompetence and dishonesty for raising $600,000 to preserve the ship, but then spending only about half that, and for other decisions on how the money that was spent. In 2008, the Bishop Museum announced plans to sink her by the end of the year unless private funds were raised for an endowment for her perpetual care. In September 2008, the Bishop Museum was persuaded to transfer ownership to the nonprofit group Friends of Falls of Clyde, which intended to restore her. Many artifacts and fixtures had previously been given away, taken, or otherwise disappeared on the assumption that the ship was to be scuttled. $350,000 was obtained from the Robert J. Pfeiffer Foundation, but hoped-for federal funds under the Save America's Treasures program or other programs did not come through. Each year, the foundation hoped to get her into dry dock, but did not succeed. In June 2016, Harbors Division of the Hawaii Department of Transportation revoked the permit for her to moor at Pier 7, citing safety and security risks to port users. In August 2016, a group based in Glasgow, Scotland, launched the Save Falls of Clyde international campaign, with a view to returning the vessel to Scotland. Initially, they answered a call for help from the charity known as the Friends of the Falls of Clyde, who owned and wanted to save the ship from being scuttled. A plan was put together with an attempt to work with Hawaii Department of Transportation and build and execute a plan. In February 2019, Hawaii Department of Transportation put the ship up for auction. However, there were no qualified bids. In July 2021, it solicited bids for the removal of the ship from Honolulu Harbor, and 2 proposals were received. The foundation challenged the Harbors Division's assessment of the ship and says they never gave up ownership rights. In November 2021, Hawaii Department of Transportation accepted a bid from Falls of Clyde International to transport the ship to either Greenock or Glasgow, where it would be restored. In March 2022, David O'Neill of Falls of Clyde International said, "There's just a few legal and technical points to be ironed out, and then we will finalize the contract." Hawaii Department of Transportation canceled the bid in May 2022 after they said Falls of Clyde International failed to meet the conditions of the contract. The state has since begun the process of soliciting bids for scrapping the ship, and she has been delisted from the Hawaii Register of Historic Places. Delistings from the National Register of Historic Places and National Historic Landmarks programs were pending in early January 2024. The ship was delisted from the National Register on February 1st, 2024, and her landmark designation was removed in December 2024.